I think John would tell you I'm more on the people development aspect, so I work a lot with corporates.
Yeah.
On the personal life aspects, not really. My personal life is quite sad.
Well, not from what I've seen. So
I'm like
okay.
a workaholic. Yeah.
Okay.
I like workaholic. Looking for like a comma. There was no comma.
No comma.
It was an exclamation.
I was thinking like, what can I add after workaholic?
Right. So it's a workaholic exclamation instead of workaholic comma.
Yes, like that.
Right, welcome everybody to GMT8. Today we have Mallory Loone joining us all the way from Malaysia. Somewhere. Huh?
I would like to believe you're in the Millennium Falcon or something like that because your background looks impressive.
This is actually my office. Like literally, this is the exact place. I'm actually seated right here, right now.
Oh, right.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's some Inception thing going on here.
Yeah. So this is the background. This is the office. I'm here, like literally in this first room.
Wow.
Like, really. So that circle up is literally just that.
Oh wow, that's cool. That's cool.
Wow, and that's you.
Cave.
Yeah, so very, very blinked up cave that you have there. And as our viewers over here can see, Mallory is the co-founder of Work Inspires, an organization that helps with people development. And yeah, share with us a little bit more about your company, Mallory.
Right. So, hi everyone. Nice to meet you, and pleasure to have this very fun conversation. I'm very attracted to get things sitting in the center between you guys. Yeah, that.
Groovezilla.
What's it
Our
called?
sponsor.
Yeah.
It's cute
this
and
the
it's
money
attractive.
bag.
Okay. And it's like pink red, which is my favorite color. Yes. Okay. So, Work Inspires is a people development organization. So, essentially, for laymen, what we do is we help companies develop their leadership and their culture. So, that's the layman term of what we do. Okay. So, we've been around for officially 5-6 years next year. So, about five turning 6 next year. So it's been a long run journey. That's essentially what I do. Yes. So my job on an everyday basis is to smile and talk to lots of people.
Right. Which is the best thing to do.
Yes, human beings are interesting creatures.
I sense something underlying there.
You know the interesting thing because you help develop companies. So in other words, you help develop the leaders so that they can help the people within the organization as well. Exactly. So you are the Sifu of the leaders. Whoa.
Yeah. Sifu, okay lah. This young Sifu lah. Okay, he made me sound like some Yoda, with the long beard and all that. No.
I didn't say grandmaster. That one's old. So Sifu is like any age.
I'll accept that. I'll accept the Sifu-ness. Yeah. Essentially, my personal passion is that I want to help companies to see how important leveraging on their people can help drive business. Right. Because a lot of time we see when you have a budget, right? You tend to pick, okay, should I put in the people or should I put in the business? But the right answer should be like, okay, where can I put the people aspect that could drive the business goal? And right. That's the goal. That's the focus. So that at the very least, if I can't make you love your job, I can help you be happy working at your job.
sounds good. All right.
Wow.
So I mean, just looking at your list of awards over here, you've been recognized as a top 100 LinkedIn icon in 2020. And also in marketing in Asia as well, awarded over there. And then you're an awarded coach by World Human Resources Development Congress, right? So, that really shows your commitment in the industry. So, how did you start it off? Because I see that you started off with a government agency helping to develop future entrepreneurs as well, future youths.
Like fun fact, I actually studied ACCA. So, I'm actually an accountant. Yeah. I'm an accountant that is terrible at it, basically. That's why I'm not here. So how happened is when I came from an Asian family where you can either choose to study doctor, lawyer, engineer, or an accountant or a teacher. Okay, that's literally my choices of life. And quote unquote, I'm not very good at the rest of the item. And so my last choice and only choice was an account. And that's how I ended up studying ACCA. I didn't really even know what ACCA was. I remember going to Sunway University open day with my mom, and she was attracted to this lecturer because he was hilarious. And he said the right magic word to my mom. He said that, if you want your daughter to be the best and fighting the best of the best, you send them to Sunway University. And then my mom was like, her Chinese mother, dragon mother came out and go, sold. And the next thing I know, I enrolled. That's how I ended up in Sunway, doing ACCA. I have no regrets, of course. But what I did learn that is I'm not very good at it. So I'm what you call an efficient student. When the passing mark is 50, I'll score 51. And I passed.
Right.
Efficient. Yeah,
Right.
I passed. So, but right after that, I didn't want to, naturally, being not good at it, I wouldn't want to pursue anything related to it. I told my mom I'll cause more bankruptcy than I do profitability. I'm an accountant that probably lost a job. So I ended up stumbling upon the late Nazrin Hassan in one of the events when he told me that, oh, there's an opportunity coming up in
Right.
Cradle Fund where we are going to be launching a program. This is even prior to Magic and Meranti and everything in between.
Yeah.
And we are going to help students to learn about entrepreneurship. Are you interested to apply for the job? And I said, okay. So I applied. And it was a very, very low basic pay job comparatively to a lot of fresh grads today. They'll probably say I'm stupid thinking about it. Okay. But I went for it anyway. But that's how I ended up into entrepreneurship. It's something that I didn't plan to. It was just a job. It paid me a salary. But as I went around to different campuses in Malaysia, talking to students about why you should go into business. And back then, when business is for the jobless, you can't get a job, no one wants to hire you. So you go be an entrepreneur because, you can't get a job. That's literally how it was. And that was what I was doing. So I was telling lecturers that, you should have entrepreneurship courses for students. And they were like, you want them to drop out of school like Mark Zuckerberg? And I'm like, no, they finish school, but on the other hand, they should explore the world. They're like,
Correct.
like Steve Jobs. And I'm like,
Correct.
no, but yeah. So that was literally how it started. And I just fell in love with the world of business. And from
Right.
there, I fell in love with people because I wanted to just help students like me who didn't know what they want to do to get a job. And then I realized that students can't pay a lot of money. And I also realized that I need money to survive because I was down to like 50 ringgit my bank account doing this stuff for fun. And so I was like, okay, let me get a job. And so that time I worked with my then business partner with another business venture, which also went into this line of people development. So they are
Right.
still around today. They are still running very well today. So they've been around 10 years now, give or take. So after running there for 5 years, I felt okay, it's a good time to come out and start my own. And voila, that's how it is. And let me tell you a
Wow.
juicy story, okay, since we're at
Go
this
ahead.
topic,
Go ahead.
right?
Go ahead. Tell.
So while actually when I left my first business, right, I was at the peak of my life peak considered. I was like 27 years old. And everyone was asking, my client was coming to me and saying, would you like a job with us? I think you do well in the corporate world. And I went, okay, let me go for interview. And I went for 3 to 4 very big organizations interview. Pay was very good. But that night, when I was going to make my decision, I had a dream. I had a dream about this lady that came into my dreams. And she was also like me, a coach and entrepreneur. She was helping other SMEs to start their business. She did it until the day she passed away.
Right.
In my dreams, she passed away. Okay, I don't know who she is, but the creepy thing was when I woke up, and as usual, being a millennial, the first thing I do is scroll my Facebook. I saw her obituary. Yes, like that moment. And then I remembered because I took a long career break, I took like 6 months break. And then my mom came into my room and she's like, so have you decided what you wanted to do? And I said, yeah, I'm going to start my business again. And she's like, okay, then get up and do it. And that was the first time my mom gave a 110% support in me starting a business again. But that was how Work Inspire started. Like that was the anchor point that go, okay, I'm meant to do this. That lady that I never knew, rest in peace.
It's a
Um,
sign.
yeah, rest in peace sign that came into my dreams that night. So that's a story
Right.
that I don't tell a lot. So I decided to tell you guys because you all look like you're.
That's
Wow.
an interesting story. And you know the funny thing you brought up, accounting, that's not your thing. Technically now you deal with different kind of equations, people equations. So
It's more complicated. There's no
more
black and white.
complicated. There's variables that you don't see.
Yeah. So when it comes to, your mom giving you that 110% support, what do you think was that tipping point for her?
I think for her, it was that, okay, my daughter finally know what she's doing. Because I think when I
Yeah.
first went into business, I'm like this young, no experience. And then, as a parent, you'll be naturally concerned. Will you be able to survive? The economy is not getting better and everything between. So naturally, she would have that worry. I can see that. But I think I prayed really hard, to be honest, that she would give me a sign of approval because I cannot go through that, mommy silent treatment again. I already went through it once with the first business. I don't want to go through it again in the second business. So when she gave her approval, I did ask her, like much later when I'm better, I did ask her. She said that you seem to know what you're doing this time. And I go, mommy knows best. I'll take
Right.
it.
Right.
I'll take
Right.
it. Yeah. But she's not wrong because from the first time I started, it took me almost 7, 8 months to finally crack the code and make a little bit of money. And then
Right.
this time, it only took me like 3 months before we started up and running. And then COVID happened.
The happy joy thing for everybody.
Momentary, momentary spike and then COVID. And then I was like, the hell, woman, come into my dream too early.
Yeah. So how did you manage to go through that? Knowing that you hit that spike and then COVID.
Oh yeah, I think okay, that's when my accountants came in though. My financial management was good. We had savings. We had good savings at that point. So of course, naturally, as the founder, so I have another co-founder, Asfar. So two of us runs. As co-founders, we both took a pay cut naturally, as long as we could survive. But we were very blessed in the sense where we had clients that paid in advance. Ironically, the year before, because of complication in their policy, they paid us in advance.
Right.
And then COVID happened. And so they said every activity is on hold. It's okay, you hold the money first, then we'll do the activity after COVID. And the after COVID activity didn't happen because after that, all the team members changed. And so technically, they fed me through the whole COVID years. So I'm quite blessed that happened. That's the first thing. I think number two is that we pivoted really fast. Like
Right.
we were not impulsive, but we strategized when to pivot. So when COVID happened, a lot of businesses immediately went, okay, 1 million investment for online platforms. We do this, we do that. They develop everything practically online. Everybody was doing sessions about how to survive online, and we just kept quiet. What we did was we really thought about how can we convert our physical things online naturally. But number two, I think the one thing we did very right was that we actually spent time talking to each and every one of our clients to help them work out a new learning module that can be done online. So we
Right.
were not selling anything, we were not earning anything for at least 7, 8 months. But for every client, we sat down with them and go, okay, I've attended this course. This is how they do it. Do you want to try it? And I help them with their work, because all the HR was scrambling. There's so much work to do. So we just offered our service to help. And that was, I think, to me, was the main selling point for us because after that, they just came back to us and said, okay, you know what, you guys seem to know what you're doing. Why don't you just do it? We have the budget approved. And so for
Wow.
7 months, we were zero. Like we were just spending every ounce of the day helping our clients one by one, talking to our participants, talking to everybody that we've gone through, helping them through the stress, their families, everything. And then at the 7th, 8th month, everything started running online. Then only we started investing. Okay, so this is the scale. This is how much we invest. So we were not impulsive. Some people took loan financing just to invest into a new platform that nobody used. So we
Right.
didn't spend much, and there are so many free platforms at the time. We just used all of them, and we made pretty much a lot of our highest profit margin was during the COVID period. Ironically, it was at 90% because the cost was so low.
Correct. Correct.
So don't
So
be impulsive. Calm
that's
down, people.
that
Calm
is very
down.
true. Is the knee-jerk reaction. See, most of the time when something bad happens, the knee-jerk reaction is the thing that can can create the most amount of harm. I got a question. Do you think that lady that went in your dream went in your client's dreams as well? Like, stick with them, give them money before COVID comes.
Maybe, she had they had like some inspiration, that what, Mallory's gonna be here forever. Let's just go to her.
Correct. I like that. It's a sign, Mallory.
Yeah. So one of the things you shared was you were also helping out the team members of your clients to get through the stresses during the COVID period, right?
Yeah.
What was some of the most significant stories that you helped your clients go through, or their teams go through?
I think the hard part for most of them was that how do we juggle home responsibilities with life responsibilities, right? So one thing we did well with our clients then was that we allowed children to participate in the training programs. So instead of it's so hard to teach. I have mothers trying to change diapers while running a session. Every few minutes we have somebody crying in the background. So we hear all the records, and then, "Mommy, I'm hungry," and all that thing came about. So we decided to, instead of just doing a serious session where, quiet, go to your room, things like that.
Right.
We decided to go, okay, why don't you call your kids in? And then we go, okay, let's do an icebreaker. So mommy and daddy needs to do this for the icebreaker. Can you run around the house and find 10 different colored items and bring back? But in the 10 minutes, you cannot talk to mommy and daddy, or not, they lose. And they went. So I had 10 minutes of absolute silence with the parents. And then they came back and go, okay, I found this. So we started interacting with the children, and then we talk about other components. And then when the children sees that, when mommy and daddy is in session, why is it important they need to keep quiet? Right. So that, don't disturb. And if, let's say, mommy and daddy got a break, I can ask them. And then if, let's say, they interrupted other people. So the children learned that as well. So they were not very abruptive. So a lot of our sessions, we just made it very gamified, very simple, very short. Instead of 8-hour session, we do 2 hours intervals at different times of the day, so that as parents, it's very easy for them to manage. Even not parents, you have elderly parents to take care of, you have things you need to manage at home. It became very easy for them to do, rather than having to be very seriously find a place, keep quiet, 8 hours, don't get distracted. We're human beings, we're not robots. So
which is amazing, because look, at the end of the day, humans are humans. All of us, like we said, have more variables than any math equation to solve. But what you did was amazing, because you took a problem that was there and see what it is, but used it and adapt to it and got a plus point for him. So it's amazing. It's really cool. I just want to highlight something that you mentioned, like on the fly, but not, talking about it totally, was you helped out your clients first before even looking at your own pocket. And everybody was going through a hard time that one. I think your clients appreciated that. But I want to know your mentality when going through that, because it's not easy. I'm helping everyone else, but then at the end of the day, I gotta eat too. But at the end of the day, something's gonna come out of it. But what helped with your resolve to, no, this is the right way?
What kept that faith?
I think the first thought process I did was, I'm a terrible salesperson. I think that's something I always knew about myself. Yeah, I'm really very bad at those. I really admire those people that can pick face and say that I'm good at this, and this is what I am terrible at. That. So I always tell people that I'm a terrible salesperson. I don't know how to sell, but I do know how to add value. That's the only thing I can do. And so if you find what I'm doing good, you just use it. Even if you don't come back to me, it's fine. That's the only way I can do my sales, quote unquote sales, right? When the COVID period comes, I think what I noticed a lot was when I just say, "Hi guys, how are you?" Of course, one of my intention naturally as an entrepreneur is I do need to sell something. Hopefully they can bite something, right? But I also wanted to gauge the market. What are they looking for? I think that was my first intention, was I wanted to gauge the market. What were they looking for? So my questions were, instead of what's your plan, my question was, "Hey, how are you?" And then the reply came in very honestly, "Not good. I'm stressed out. I don't know what the hell is going on." And when you hear that, right, it's like when we as human beings, we always go, "Hey, how are you doing?" And everybody's like, "Fine, good, okay," or surviving. And then your answer like, "It's okay, time will pass." But what happens when somebody actually says that I really am not good? and you sense that, and then you suddenly go awkward silence, like, what do I do? What do I say? How do I react? And that was the reaction that I had. Like, okay,
Right.
clearly it's a wrong time to ask for anything. So my response for them were just, this is literally just WhatsApp, yeah. My response were like, okay, what can I do to help? And their answers, then it reached a point where I think they were as tired of figuring out, they just blurted everything out to me. Like, okay, if you know anyone that could do this, let me know. If you have any idea how to do this, let me know. And I spent time studying and researching for them. Okay, this is what you can do. This is what you can do. But I was learning. I didn't realize this until much later. Like, I was learning a lot of things that were going on in the industry that I would have access to if I didn't talk to them. So the
Right.
intention really honestly was just at that point. Of course, I wanted to know the industry, the market, what can I do, where can I pivot? But when
Yeah.
somebody says that I'm not good, I really need help. If you have any idea, if you know anyone, please help me. I I can't sell. I just couldn't. And so I said, I gave myself a time period. I'm very realistic. So I gave myself a time period. Okay, maybe for the next 3 months, I'll just invest into doing this. Since I have nothing to do anyway, I have so much time to do every housework in the house. I clean the aircon, I cook, I wipe everything. So I might as well do this. It gives me sanity that I have something to work in the morning. If not,
Right.
I have nothing. I'm going insane at home. So I'm like, okay, it gives me some sanity. So I learned from there. Of course, naturally, when they are getting better, they ask me, hey, sorry, I forgot to ask, how are you doing? And I said, what do you think? I have zero income. Then they will be like, let's see if we can work something out. I say, understand, don't worry, much appreciated. And
Right.
they will do it. So my dad always said this to me, which I really appreciate. The biggest debt we can have is gratitude. The biggest debt we can have is gratitude. So I'm not saying that you do something with the intention of making people feel guilty. No.
Correct. Correct.
Naturally, as people, we don't like owing people something, especially when we are grateful for them. So I do that. So a lot of people didn't find me very smart. Naturally, even my team had a bit of worry, like, you sure my boss know what she's doing? Has she gone insane? Is she what she's doing? And I was like telling them, do you think we can do this? Do you think we can help them with this? Do you think we can
Right.
create this for them? And they were like, they're not paying. I'm like, yeah, but do you think we can do it? And they were like, okay.
And you say it with that smile, and you convince your
I'm
team.
like, yeah, but do you think you can do it? I literally went like, can, right.
And
they
she
were
says
like,
she can't
Yeah.
sell.
Yeah. She can sell to her own team. No, but it's true what your dad says. It's true what you did. A lot of people tend to look at what's in it for me first before you want to do anything. But the truth is, a lot of successful people look into how can I help or grow or contribute. And then that is the gratitude or things come back tenfold because of what you invested in, which
Yeah.
is kindness and empathy and being nice.
Yeah, and I guess my question is, what is the limit that you where do you draw the line? Right? It's like, okay, give it
Then
to
where?
infinitum.
Yes.
I learned from Gary Vee that he said in one of his podcasts, like, it's called jab, 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 right hook. So give. So you need to give at least 3 times before you ask for something. That's his rule, right? For me, I think as people we know, there are some clients who are like really superbly nice. And then there are some clients where you go, thank you very much. Moving on, that
Right.
you will know that eventually whether you want to or not. I think for me, I have the habit of, as long as I have the ability to give, I give. So that when I say ability, I meant in every aspect: mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, everything. So if, let's say, even till today, right, sometimes I do have clients that ask me, or even friends, or generally anyone, even students, because I do work with students, and they say, Miss, do you have time for this? I need help. Or I'll kind of go like, do you think you have time to coach this? Or can we add this into our session? And I'm bogged down. I'm like exhausted, physically, emotionally, mentally exhausted. I'll be like, honestly, I love you to bits, but I really, really can't. And they know
Yep.
that I'm enough. And sometimes even at my own team members, we try to, as founders, we try to be available for them all the time. And whenever they need to talk, but sometimes I'm emotionally exhausted and they know that. So when they come to me and they will check with me, Mallory, how's your emotional tank? So I always imagine myself, I don't know whether you know Monster Inc. You know Monster Inc., right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Of
You know,
course.
right? Okay.
Boo.
Okay, just checking. Yes. I said this to university students and they gave me the look like,
Oh yeah.
You're not that old, please, Mallory. No, you're not that
but they
old.
are that young. They
Yeah,
don't
I
know
know,
Monster
I
Inc.
know.
I had that like, oh, okay. So anyway, Monster Inc., Boo, they had this scream tank. So I always tell my team I have a scream tank, except I have emotional tank. So if
Right.
it's full. I cannot take anything the day I'll break down. But I'll tell you when it's full. So they will come to me and say, what's your tank? I said about 60%. So how much do you need to fill it? They say about, okay, I'll come back tomorrow. Then I'm like,
Right.
okay. So
Right.
I have that very frank conversation with my clients, with my friends, with my students, with my peers, everybody. So they are very aware. And I think that's the essence of relationship generally.
Correct.
We try our best to butter people, but actually if you're just transparent, you don't kill yourself and they don't intend to kill you. But like I said, my limit is literally in those aspects. Even in any sessions I do, right? If the client say, can you add on this part? And I look at my team and they're dying and I go, sorry,
Cannot. Fair enough.
because they're dying. Yeah. So it's just the limit. And if I do take on certain projects that I find it's going to be a challenge and financially it's not worth the challenge, I will ask my team. And one of those bosses that go, okay, guys, we have this request. It's not going to be easy. It's this situation, and their budget's only this amount. Do you think you want to do it? But for me, the selling point is it's a cause. For example, it's for NGO or there's a good cause, or it's for people who never usually attend such change sessions, tough, but they never get a chance to before in their life. Or I'll tell them that my personal thought is I don't like it. I don't think it's going to be viable. But I'll reserve my thought for last. I'll tell them the whole transparent picture. This is how much we get. This is how much we're going to put in the effort. Do you want to do it? And if they said that, okay, sure, why not? It's a good challenge. Let's try. I'll be like, we'll take it. If let's say they tell me that, no, Mallory, I don't think I want to do this. I'll be very unhappy doing it. Then I'll be like, okay, understand.
You see, you bring that up. That means you already established the line with your team. They understand the communication is clear. But I really want to dig into how did you establish your line? I know you do that, you help companies and all that,
Yeah.
But I really want to dig in how you establish your line. But we are running out of time. We got to take a short break before we come back. So you're going to find out Mallory's little secrets right after this.
Groove Asia, the world's #1 digital marketing software platform and fastest growing entrepreneurship community, is now free for life. Your complete digital products and services online sales system. All the tools you want to run your internet business. Everything you need to sell products and services online. No credit card, zero fees. It's just free. Discover the new better way to start an online business, build websites, and sell digital products. Create a full website with unlimited products and funnels, with free hosting, subdomain, and custom domain capability, and with more integrations so you can automate your business. It's truly the last online sales system you will ever need. Save thousands a month with free lifetime access to the top most powerful apps in the industry, including the #1 leading page and funnel building platform in the world, with thousands of brand new members making a switch over every single day. Plus, get free access to our private community, free live training, and free affiliate marketing business opportunity. Discover how to get started for free, secure your free lifetime membership today, and access your free software, training, and bonuses right now. Free for a limited time, only at grooveasia.cn.
Let's talk about how do you establish the line. I know. We're back from the break straight into it. How do you establish the line?
Okay, I think I'll talk about two levels, the personal level of my personal life and then the work level as well. Okay, so I'll do the easy one, the work. Work is a lot easier than personal. So I think for work context, right? My first time when I led a team, I was 22 years old. So my first job, I had to lead a team, right? I was very emotionally attached to people's opinions of me.
Right.
Like honestly. So I have this I want to be the nice leader. I want to be the good boss. I want people to like me. And so I bend over back tons of time to make sure that they are happy. And the one that suffered naturally was me. So I learned that I cannot be too emotionally available. Now, actually, a bit about myself. After that incident, I became very. So I had an incident where I was working. I gave my best to my team, and then after that, when things were going tough at that point, everybody just went cold turkey. They're like, "Oh, I hate this, I hate that, she's not good, she's everything. And I went like, ouch, it hurts. It hurts so much. I became very emotionally unavailable. I became like very cold. I became like Meryl Streep in Devil Wears Prada,
Right.
my way or the highway. I transformed completely. And so
180.
yeah, really, I was literally like that, exactly like that. She became my role model. Oh, I don't smile, I don't greet, I just go, okay, all right, done. Good job. No, not good. That's it. That's it. So after that, I had a couple. When I started this business, I had a fear, of course, naturally. When I had a fear, and being with the Gen Zs is a lot harder because they're very vocal. So now there's a new era of leadership, right? So I get a high flyer, very high achieving, but I want everything today generation, or I get the I'm very emotionally exhausted today kind of generation. And I go like,
Correct.
how do I address? Or I had an intern that goes, I identify myself as a Wi-Fi today. And I go, okay, what does that mean? Some days I'm connected, some days I'm not connected. And I go,
Oh, wow.
yeah. And I just went, all right. So today, what are you? And she said, I'm 3G.
Oh, okay.
And I go, what does 3G means? You kind of have all this mix and match of people now in your team, and
Yeah.
you just go, okay, what? So I actually tried a lot of ways. I've tried let's establish values, culture, goals kind of ways as the first start. So that worked very well. We got the right people on the team. So that worked at the beginning.
Right.
Then the second part came in where now I need to set KPI and standards. And that's where the hard part comes in. So when I first established KPI and standards, everybody went, why? We're such a small team. Do we really need to do all this? And I go, yeah, because we need to make sure we deliver on track. Then, of course,
Yep.
people were not happy. So I said, okay, scrap that. Let's not do that. But make sure everyone delivers what they need to deliver every week. And naturally, of course, that didn't happen. So I started
Yeah.
becoming very angry. And I started scolding. And I started shouting again. And so Asfar, my business partner, told me that, Mallory, you need to learn to calm down. You cannot be so reactive anymore. And I said, but I'm dying because of them. Because when they don't do the work, I pick it up. And I don't like that. So I really started doing all that. And so that was when I set everyone down and I said, okay, guys, I'm tired. I really am tired. I'm mentally tired. I know all of you very well. I know some of you got family problems. Some of you have this issue. Some of you are emotionally unavailable. Some of you are 3G today. I don't know what, tomorrow 4G, some days 5G, whatever G you guys had. But I'm very tired.
Right.
I told them that. I just told them that. And I said that when I'm tired, I really turn into a person that I do not care. I don't like myself for this, but work needs to go on. For you, it's a job. For me, it's my baby. And I just said that very honestly to them. And then the question came. I don't know these people. They're very cute. Then they asked me, so what can I do to elevate your stress? I'm like, dude,
Elevate your stress.
no, what can I do to reduce your
Alleviate.
stress? Sorry, not yeah, reduce your stress.
I was like, what? That one, they want to cause problems. Okay. Alleviate. Okay, got it.
Sorry, my bad. Then I went, your job. Just answered your job.
Right.
And she looked at me like, what do you mean my job? You're not doing your job. And that's why I'm exhausted and stressed because I'm cleaning up after you. And she's like, oh. And the funny thing is, they know how I am when I care and they know how I become when I'm tired. They started setting their own KPIs. So I said that I really need to set this KPI thing. I want you to set it. Set within your milestones. I don't care. If you'll just improve 1%, I'll be 90% less tired today if all of you just do 1%. And they did 1%. And the next week, just 1 more percent and 1 more percent. And then automatically became a new habit. And that's how it has been. So even for my clients, I know it's like, okay, small businesses, it works. So it works very well for SMEs and this generation. For bigger organizations, on the other hand, this doesn't work. Don't do this because unless you're managing your small team, you can do this for small teams, but you can't. And then I realized different people, like you said, different equation, right? So some people, I need to be the very blunt one and say that you need to do this. Some people, I'll be like, what do you think is the problem? Then they go into the deep reflective mode. And other people, you'll be like, it's okay. I know you're very busy. I'll do your job for you. I don't know why you're here. I'll do your job. It's okay. You're very busy, right? Sarcasm. And then they'll be like, okay, that triggers it. So, and some people, it's better off not in your team. So when I started, I got very emotionally attached. I get very sad when somebody resigned. I'll be like, oh my God, what did I do wrong? But then after a while, I learned that, okay, you know what? I noticed when some people leave, a lot of people thrive. So that you don't need some people in your team. So I learned to have that emotional distinction that way. So this is a very frank story of literally an entrepreneur who's trying to figure out leadership. Because when I work with a lot of startups, it's like that. They don't know.
Which is true. And the weird part about it is, based on what you're saying, you made yourself available. No matter what, even the angry, you made yourself available. Because one of the biggest problems in Malaysia is the power gap between the top and bottom. And people don't feel like they can knock the door. Even all they get is the anger. They don't get the communication. So, and then the bosses go, hey, but why my staff don't talk to me? You look so angry all the time.
Oh my God, I have face problem. I have like this RBF face. Okay, you all Google yourself what RBF is. But I have the RBF face. Okay, and so I actually had to put a sign that says I'm smiling. I'm okay to talk to me today.
Oh, wow.
Because when I work, I went like this face. I have that face. And so then my team now they know that it's just my face problem. They will come to me and go, can I bother you for 10 minutes? And I'll go, in 10 minutes. They go, okay. Yeah. So, but it's the face. And I got that feedback even during training. When I run with my clients, they will go like, the trainer sangat garang. Trainer very angry. And I go, ouch. And I wasn't angry. So now I will tell the participants very upfront, if I notice that, okay, my energy is a bit low that day, I'll just tell them, okay, it's my face. I'm born with it. I don't do plastic surgery for this. So if I'm not smiling and you feel that I'm a bit fierce, know that I love you all, but you can just tell me to smile. I'll smile.
There you go. I like that. The funny part is, I told a friend of mine who was a big Star Wars fan, okay? Same thing, he was a leader. And I said, get 2 lightsabers, put it in your office, all right? If you're in a good mood, make sure you turn on the green one. And when you're in a bad mood, make sure it's the red one. So when the staff knocks the door, never mind, boss. And then they walk off. It's quite funny.
That really works. I say that to all my clients. You just put that, even if you put, now the octopus, they're going to flip in, flip out. Just do that and put on the table. Save you the trouble.
Correct.
If the staff save you.
Yeah, I don't think we would have guessed that you had an RBF. From seeing you on the show, you just came in beaming, right? So I guess my question is, what makes you beam with this smile?
Oh, if only you seen me the actually morning. I think for me, if I enjoy, I really hate to say this in a cliche manner, but if I enjoy what I do, then naturally I'm happy. And I don't know how to fake smile. I actually am terrible at it. I can do the I don't know, my staff call it boss lady smile. Like that smile. I can do that smile, but I don't know how to. I care.
Right.
I last more than 3 seconds.
Right.
So I don't know how to do that. And that's also why I'm quite blessed at this point that I can try to choose the clients that I want to work with, because I want this every time. I always tell my client that, when we say we can't do this part, because you add on last minute or whatever it is, please understand that it's not because I don't care enough for you to do it. It's because I want my team to be able to give their 120% to every single participant. So if you add on more, they have more time. They need to spend more time thinking about the logistics than your team. And that's not what you want. Because we are in the job of people. I have back-to-back session Monday through Saturdays or Sunday sometime. I'm smiling like that every single day. And I have to smile like that every single day. So I cannot walk into the room angry. Your reviews will be terrible. But if you give me too much last-minute stuff, then I cannot be smiling like that at all. So win-win situation. I get if it's once in a while. Okay, your big boss, your management, I get that. But not every time lah. Be nice. And I'm very honest with them, so they'll go, okay, I understand. And respectfully. So I think there are, but I'm not going to lie, there are lots of days. If you did this video or this podcast with me, like maybe 2 weeks ago,
Yep.
it's probably a very different Mallory then because I was so exhausted. I was telling my co-founder, I'm like, I'm very, very tired. I want to cry. I want to get a job. I want to stop this. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm tired.
I
So
guess
exhausted.
that lady from the dreams came told John, give her 2 weeks.
Yes, yeah.
I'm bringing back that lady.
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
Yeah. So my question to you is the devil in the Devil Wears Prada at bay right now, or is she still around?
She's still around, but she's poised.
Yeah.
She's yeah.
No, which is good because still water runs deep. So, I'm calm, but don't try and agitate the water. Agitate the water, there will be problems. But here's an interesting thing, you said you're very honest with your clients, all right? And then the clients accept it. Some people are afraid to be honest because they're afraid to lose clients.
Yeah.
All right. What's your first of all, what's the ratio so far of being honest that got you into trouble? And also, what's the benefits of being honest?
Okay, I think I did have one honest one that really I lost the client, and I'm fine with that, honestly.
Right.
Okay, because
Right.
this is one that naturally, if I charge pricing, I charge everybody the same way. So as you know, in business, number one, they always ask, can you do it cheaper?
Uh-huh.
All right, fine. Do it. It's the first time you're working with us, so you don't know what is it like. We don't know how you are. The kind of standard road.
The normal line lah.
Yeah, the normal line. So, okay, fine. Negotiate pricing. Okay, I can do that. But then add-ons, can you buy t-shirt as well? The last vendor gave us all the shirt. Can you also do a banner? The last vendor gave us all the banner. Can you give a door gift? Notebook only so cheap. Can give more things. I'm like, woman, by the time the session ends, it's going to be loss making. Okay?
Fair enough.
Yeah, so I told her that. I didn't say it such bluntly, but I told her with a smile, that this beaming smile, that I go, I'm trying my very best here, but we also need to feed the company and the team, yeah? So I can give the best I can give. And I left it as that. And I said it with a smile. That's it.
Right.
And she's like, she got a hint. But then, of course, she didn't renew the contract for 1 more year. But I told my team, it's okay. We don't need that. It's okay. Yeah,
Exactly.
because yeah, you need to pick your priorities end of the day. I know it hurts. It really hurt me. Like, maybe I shouldn't have done that. But on the other hand, you don't walk into BMW bargaining the price of my villa.
Hey, throw extra lug nut. How about the steering wheel? Give me one more extra.
I can like that. Got limit. So that's my limit in that sense, right? But
Fair
on the other hand, I also, for some clients are very, very reasonable. Like they will tell me very upfront that, okay, this year, this is the only program we're going to run, but next year we are going to roll this out. So can you try to do it within this? Then I'll be like, yeah, I'm very open to do that. So, but I think the key word here is how do you be honest, right? My rule of thumb is we can be fair, honest, critical, but with respect. The keyword is with respect. And I think the challenge is that a lot of us don't do it respectfully. So whenever I want to bargain or negotiate or say no or tell them off something, I would do it via phone call. Because as much as I'm a generation that likes to WhatsApp and read emails because I don't like calls, okay, but I do make a point to do phone calls. I'm no joke, okay? I tell my staff, I'll be like, can you inform them this? It's like, it's going to happen in the next 1 hour, yeah? So can you inform them? She will say, okay, I'll email them. And I'm like,
Call. Yeah, exactly.
Call. 1 hour. Call. Then she's like, okay, I'll WhatsApp. Call.
No, I know what you mean. It's sometimes like, I don't get you. Just call. It's like, yeah.
Yeah. So, but sometimes you don't need to call and you're calling. But okay, fine. That's another generation, but it's okay. So for me, for all those things, I will call because I want them to know that I sincerely meant it.
Mm-hmm.
I sincerely meant it, that this is the best I could do and why is the reason. And of course, I've already built a sense of credibility and reliability with them. So in our company, we use the trust equation a lot, which talks about credibility, reliability, intimacy, and your self-orientation or self-priorities.
Right.
So in order to establish trust, the first thing we need to do is show our credibility. So
Yeah.
they need to know that we do our stuff. So the word that our other clients say matters a lot. Then, of course, the reliability. You work with us more than once. Are they consistently good, or are they like a mood swing, good day, bad day situation? Intimacy is like what I did. I had that one-on-one call with them and I go, hey, how are you doing? Things like that. So
Yep.
those build a lot of relationships. So I spend a lot of social currencies. I have more friends with my clients than my friends itself. That's why my dad calls me a workaholic. Like, wait, are you going out with a date? I'm like, no, I'm going with a client.
Yeah. Tell your dad, like, I've got a lot of friends, okay, who happen to be clients. So come out.
Yeah. So
I've never seen somebody spend so much time with their client. I go like, yeah, they're my friends now.
I get better ROI from
Yeah.
it. So I mean, yeah. So with what you shared, being a workaholic, right? And then at the same time, you have to take care of your emotional quota, your energy, your mental emotional energy. What do you do to recharge?
Oh, okay. So the very politically correct term would be I rest. Okay.
Okay.
The not so politically correct term is that not so political. The true fact is I play games. I do play games. I play Mobile Legends. It's like I can't kill people in real life, so I kill people in my game. It's one, legally kill people. All right. Number two, I do play golf.
Right.
Why golf is because I'm terrible. I'm not great at it, but I'm not that bad at it. So
Right.
I got 4 hours being more stressed about something else than I'm stressed. So I spend 4 hours of
Right.
just putting my focus, because golf is a game that if you don't focus on that tiny ball, it's not going
Yes.
to go anywhere.
The tiny ball to a flag that is connected to a hole very far away.
Yes, correct. You have to pay attention to this small ball for no reason.
Right.
So I cannot get distracted with work. I cannot do anything else. Besides, I cannot be answering my emails while playing golf. So that is a
Yeah.
very good 4 hours of sanity and peace. Because when I run, I used to run a lot. I run like half marathon and things like that. I was supposed to run a full marathon, then COVID happened. But when I run, I think. So the only way to shut my brain off is to think something else. So that's my recharge. So if I can, I try to play every week, where possible. But to be honest, that's something that I'm constantly trying to work on, because it's very easy to get drowned in this life of bustle, hustle, and
Yeah.
bustle and everything between. So, and it came to a point that my family have to put a schedule calendar for me. Don't forget family dinner calendar invite sent to Mallory. My sister will be like, hair salon appointment sent to my sister. Yeah, it came to a point where it's that, but I need to put it into my calendar so that I prioritize those things, those little moments, as much as I can.
Fair enough.
Not you just forget about it. And I think one last thing is that I think with our team, we try our best. We don't impose work, like forced work hours. We don't even impose annual leave. So you can take leave whenever you need to take leave. But we give very random off days, because some days we work weekends, some days we work long. So whenever we don't have training outside, then wake up at 11, wake up at 12, do whatever we want. I'm not going to bother you for the day. So those are my recharges.
I like it.
Yeah,
Those are good recharge charges.
yeah, I mean, especially being in essentially it's also the event sort of industry, training people and all of that. I suppose you do need to include those sort of flexibility to maintain the spirit and morale of the team as well.
We can't make people happy when we are dead tired.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's the reality of things.
And you can't think. Sometimes you might just say the wrong thing,
Yes,
especially when
correct.
you're tired.
Yeah. So clear mind, clear body, clear heart. That's what I say.
Yeah. So what do you all do as a team together to recharge together, have fun, and
Actually, we do quite a lot. So I try. My rule is we try not to bother them after work hours. So we try not to touch anything if possible after work. We try not to touch anything on weekends. So whenever we do our team engagement, it's a day off. We don't touch the work for
Right.
weekends for that,
Right.
So we do quarterly engagements. That means we go do anything for everything, a painting to watching movies to anybody's hobby, hiking, whatever not. But as a team, I think one thing, because we stay offsite a lot, so we spend time like at night after training. We have a lot of our own games. We cook together. when you cook together, you see a lot of characters. So we cook for each other dinner. So when we stay out, we do a lot of this. I think that's what built the relationship among the teams as well. When we eat lunch, we don't take our laptops, even though we have a lot of things going on. We spend the full hours sitting down together and talking out of work topics. So I
which
think
is
those
awesome.
are the things. Yeah,
Which is
simple
awesome.
things like honestly, I always tell startups, SMEs, right? You don't need to spend a lot of money doing things like that. You just need to do simple things cost effectively, regularly. It's
Correct.
not a one-hit wonder. You don't go to the gym once and go, oh, suddenly I lost 5 pounds. You know, you gotta consistently do it. And that's what
Correct.
makes the difference. So don't spend a lot of money, but spend the right amount at the right quality. That's it.
The crazy part, I think after this, you're going to get a flood of emails of, can I come work for you? It's your
We
fault,
are
okay?
hiring.
Yeah,
I
it's
want
your fault, okay? Who asked you to be so nice now? Okay, suddenly everybody, I want that to be my boss. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I that's what my client tell me. Sometimes you set the standards of boss, it's like, like a fantasy land. That's why I'm the boss. I started my business for this intention, right?
Right.
Not to be like everyone else.
Mallory, you're not a boss, you're a leader. So
Thank you.
very nice. You know, I like what you said because the crazy part is you practice what you preach. You have a good team behind you. It looks amazing, you know. But one thing I hope people get out of this is honesty is not a scary thing. It's good to show your true self, not hide it from people, because then you get people's true self too. So you know, it's a good transaction there.
Yeah.
Can I just add one last sentence to close?
Go ahead. What's the last thing?
Okay. So I think one thing I really want people to get out of this is that what you see a lot of times are the brand. We call it the marketing, right? But try to look for the details, the spreadsheet. Like this is my last accounting part talking. Okay. It's like because every time what you see, it's very easy to buy into the brand, the marketing, the social media, the postings, but work with or find time to understand the other side of things, ugly side of things. And I think as anyone you are, bosses, leaders, colleagues, employees, peers, father, mother, right? Try to show that ugly side, the spreadsheet, because then people understand why is the marketing done this way, why are you the way you are. And that makes life a whole lot easier than people making assumptions. So that's my last message.
I
for
like
everyone.
that. So the key things is don't hide your flaws. So please put it in the comment. Tell us your flaws that you're okay with.
Yeah, and show your audited reports openly.
Yes, auditor report transparently.
All right, great. Yeah, so you can find Mallory in Work Inspires, right?
Yeah.
Feel free to connect with her. Absolutely amazing having you
Right.
in this
Thank
session.
you. It's been great fun. I enjoyed this 1 hour of conversations and laughter.
That's the plan. That's the plan. And we catch up soon enough. But once again, don't forget to put it in the comments. All the details we can get about Mallory. If you want to find out more about her, it's all going to be in comments. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Mallory. Thank you, everyone. Till we do this again, we'll see you.
Thank you.
Make sure you follow us, subscribe for more inspiration. Ciao.